Finally, Ather has upgraded its Ather 450X lineup with the third generation, and this is my full review based on the test rate that I had with the third generation. From the first looks, it looks exactly like the same as the second generation, but there are fine refinements in the bike design and the performance. I'll show you. And let's start with the design. The third generation Ather 450X. Its design looks exactly the same as its predecessor, second generation. If you don't look closely, you won't even figure out if it is second generation or the third generation. But there are fine refinements made in the design. The first thing is the side mirrors. I have always felt that my second generation side mirrors are very small, and I could feel a huge blind spot right behind me that I can't watch through the side mirrors. And positively, these third generation side mirrors are almost twice the size of the previous gen. This gives twice the view of what's behind me in comparison to the second generation. This is a pretty good upgrade, and the structure of the side mirror remains pretty solid. This design looks more sleek and more practical to use, where we have a huge view of what's behind you, right? A second upgrade is with the tires. Tires of the third generation are much bigger than the second generation. Ather and MRF have collaborated to bring about these new tires for the third generation, which are pretty broad in comparison to the second generation. And I could literally feel more grip and stability in the bike while I am riding it. This is a pretty good upgrade, which I feel is important for this bike because I could feel my bike wobbly in the muddy roads. This tires seems to have solved the problem. I could feel the change in my grip and the control of the bike. And the third upgrade is the pillion rider side footrest. Well, this seems to have not available in the showroom. I spoke with the staff and they said that probably it won't be available until the month of September. I am quite disappointed by that, but let's wait and see. And the fourth upgrade is the boot space. Now the boot space seems pretty much the same, except it feels a bit wider and there are no the small bracket spaces in the boot space. I was quite disappointed with that because I pretty much liked the boot space having those brackets where I can store tiny things, like my keys or the medicine or my hand gloves. It's quite a drawback that it's been removed from this third generation, and the boot space remains the same. It only has a space for one full-size helmet. Probably they can figure out a better boot space in the fourth generation, hopefully. And the next upgrade is the performance. I could feel the bike much more smoother now. There are no initial jerks while I was riding. It was pretty smooth, comfort, and more surprisingly, it's more silent than the second generation. This was not expected, and I liked that. This performance boost felt much smoother, and I enjoyed riding this bike than my second generation. And the next upgrade is with the dashboard. They upgraded the RAM from 1GB to 2GB. 2GB in 2022. Seriously? I could feel the dashboard was smoother than my second generation bike because of the increase in RAM. My bike always is full of glitches. It runs very slow. The response time is itself 2 to 3 seconds. It takes ages for the location to go from application to the bike. It's pretty slow. This increase in RAM seems to have worked. I could feel the map and the dashboard run smoother, but this is not what I expected. I wanted a dashboard with 3GB or 4GB of RAM, not because of what all I can do on the dashboard right now. It's because the more RAM I have on the dashboard, the more opportunity the company has to provide new features, to experiment new features, to throw in new upgrades. Having 2GB of RAM, I don't think there is a promising upgrade in terms of software for the dashboard, but I really wish the dashboard to improve a lot more. And the next interesting thing from the presentation is the tire pressure management system. It's a tiny gadget which will be present inside the bike tire that will constantly check and tell you the pressure of the bike tires. As presented in the video, it seems it's affecting the range as well. That's a pretty interesting feature, that we have the visibility of the tire pressure all the times. This is something which as bike riders we might not take much care of. I can't wait actually to try that on the roads, but unfortunately it seems this accessory is also not available in the showroom till the month of September. So once that is back, I'll probably post a full review video of this feature alone. And the most important upgrade of this third generation, the battery and the range. Thanks to the bigger battery, this has increased the true range from 85 km to 105 km, and the maximum range capability increased from 116 to 147 km. That's an exciting upgrade. I think this can solve the range anxiety for a lot of users, including me. True range in each of the riding mode has jumped significantly. Previously in my bike, the walk mode used to give me 39 kilometers of true range, while this gives me 65 kilometers. That's amazing jump in the true range in the sports and the walk mode. But to be honest, the overall review of the bike is, I would rate 3 on 5. That 3 is just because of the range and the side mirrors. But apart from this range and the battery, it is just a mere refinement from the previous generation. This holds true because the price of the bike is also exactly the same as the second generation, with an increase in the battery. I wish that the next upgrades of the bike will be really huge. Thank you for watching the video, and we'll be back with a new bike review. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe the video, and do let me know your views in the comments.